All right, hello again. Uh, if anyone does join and was hoping I was going to be playing Super Mario and the Rainbow Stars, I do apologize. I kind of need a break. I was getting frustrated in my last playthrough. It is kind of a hard game for me, so it is going to take me a little bit of getting used to um, when I do play it, but as of right now, I need a break. So I decided I was going to get a video capture card, which I did, and it's a fairly cheap one. But it is for my Nintendo Switch at the moment because that is mainly what I'll probably be playing. I have a lot of Nintendo Switch games that I love playing. I'm mainly a Nintendo fan. Um, but I have decided I'm going to be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus today. I did get rid of my old save because I was going to go ahead and just start over. I really like this game and I don't mind doing that. I had to start over anyway because initially with my Nintendo Switch that I have, that one, for some reason, the very first one, blue screened. I don't know why, but it did. It's the Mario Red edition. It is not the OLED one, it's the original. But I did get a new one, but it got rid of my saves on the games that weren't cloud saved. So I did start over already, and I wasn't super far, so I wasn't super upset about restarting. So um, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I really hope anyone who watches enjoys, and like I said, I really do enjoy this game. I did play this one, I think, originally after Pokemon Shield. I'm sorry if my intro is all over the place. But I believe it came after Pokemon Shield, and this is probably one of my favorites. Legends Arceus. Um, just the way it plays is just absolutely fun to me. So I'm looking forward to playing this, and I hope whoever watches enjoys. All right, let's start. And also, in a little bit, I will have to go and check on something in the kitchen. I am currently making something. I needed to make some food, so if I do leave, that is why. And I will let you know as I leave, of course. And I hope everyone can hear me okay and that the game is not too loud. I'm still trying to figure that out because on my end it's loud, not as loud, but then on the other end it's a lot louder. So I hope it's not too bad. This. All right, there we go. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. What is thy name? Destiny. Yes. Destiny. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Destiny. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Probably scare the crap out of me too if I woke up like that. hello, whoever is currently watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying up to this point. I know it hasn't been very far. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? So cute. The Pokemon. You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Where am I? Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow addle your memory? I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't know. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Crew! Boom! Plish splash. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when, and I just realized that I did not edit my stream info. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Should be up to date now. Just remembered. I keep forgetting to do that. Anyway, oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh ho, so you're called Destiny. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. No. People like to make jokes with it, though. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Did I just miss text? Oops. Oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. I like how you're asking that. I know what Pokemon are, but you're asking me to catch Pokemon, and you just met me, but you have no idea if I can catch them. Wait, you 3, wait! Okay. Can I pause yet? I can't. I don't think I can. Oh, yes I can. Game controls? Nope. Settings. There we go. Fast, regular. Up that. Okay. There we go. That should be better. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. Alright. Hello, welcome into the stream, whoever else has joined. I hope you are enjoying. There's a glowing beeping object over there. We found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Okay. Sigh. Alas, yet another miss. Aha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. So cute. All of them are so cute. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl, Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You obtain 50 Pokeballs. Pokeball, a mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and, why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. I absolutely love the part in this, just the fact of what it says Pokemon are, because it explains what they are, how people don't even really know what they are, and then how they even get into the Pokeball. And I absolutely love that. Since it is at this point, give me just a minute. I need to go and check something real quick, and I will be right back. food that I was making. My headset. All right. Yes, this is ready. Alright. Every time I eat, I'll try and make sure I move my mic because I don't want you to have anybody to have to hear me chewing. So, okay. So, Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. Okay. Run out of balls, dude. Just say the word, okay. Got you. Oh, wonderful. You've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Destiny. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Oh. Turn me towards him. Okay. Ah, there you are. I can hardly believe it, Destiny. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Oh. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Forgot that it did that with that one. I like how I just fucking went like this. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Destiny, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream, to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research, containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? I have no idea what it does with that. Oh, okay, just ask you again. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. Keep up with him. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village has come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition team. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Canala Avenue. God, that's so quick. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet and not many to do it. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here, then to the left, the Wallflower it's called. Your arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Map and markers. Use the minus button to view the map on your ARC phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your missions and requests. You'll also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try to spot one of these markers, then head for it. In an unfamiliar land, head to the wallflower which serves as the village canteen. Oh no, aren't you awfully suspicious? The wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Discrimination. Who in the world are you? And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. They could probably slice through your clothes too. Probably as flimsy. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Laventon? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon drubbed me with a move called Thundershock, I'd have corralled them for sure. But the professor, well, unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ack. But everything will be quite alright now. Destiny here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Gah! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team. Sorry, my back is hurting. That's why I keep doing this. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. I think. I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced. Professor Laventon has told me you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum. The usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. I really wonder what that stuff tastes like. It sounds like it tastes good. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fail to please. Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Ah, well, you know of that great hole in the sky. The one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forests, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Which, until you play this game, you wouldn't actually get why they're terrifying. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Destiny will come in. I'll be able to speak sometime. She's successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Destiny. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious. Quite delicious indeed. You're awfully God. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Destiny join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Destiny's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Destiny, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Siling's like Hisui in a way. They're both plenty harsh. No, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky? That's some kind of story. It was a story? Checking survey tips. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Saving your progress. To save your progress, press the up button to open the menu, then scroll with the ZL or ZR button until you reach the save screen. There is also an autosave function you can use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the help screen in the menu, then selecting settings. Stepped on my pillow. The next day. Hey in there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. In an unfamiliar land, go to the Galaxy Team headquarters to hear about your trial from Captain Silene. I don't even know if I'm saying that name correctly. Did you sleep all right? I know that's not easy in a strange new land. We better not keep Captain Silene waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What'd you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Wild Pokemon. They were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps puts you to rights. You, do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Silene, ma'am, I've brought Destiny. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. 3 species right away, but none of us has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy Team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. Ray, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Galaxy Team's trial entry. Or entry trial. Psst. Read that backwards. Checking missions and requests. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are two types, missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Pardon, Destiny. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Destiny absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Go on, Destiny, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? This one. Do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? Yes. So cute. So adorable. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. You received Cyndaquil. Advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look at those two cheer on their pal Cyndaquil. Or maybe they just wanted to help Destiny with her trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Destiny fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the by, what species has Captain Cyanline charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. You obtained 20 Pokeballs. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. I'm coming back. Galaxy Team's entry trial. Depart for the Obsidian Fieldlands from Jubilife Village's front gate. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the oh my god. Ginkgo Guild. The go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Sounds good. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to battle. Volo sent out Togepi. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. I love it. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon moves. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change moves option. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Obtain 5 potions. Potion, a topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let Rest the guardsman know where you're off to. That way someone can come collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it through this. Your destiny, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. I know. I'm sorry. You can go lay on the couch back there, though. I've got to sit down, though. Let me get my desk situated. And I gotta go let her out. She wants out now. I'll be right back. I'm coming. I see you. I see you. Oh, God. Ugh. This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish your surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Well, you see, he's cross-eyed. I always notice this every single time. Captain Silene got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Destiny's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here, not my ideal state of affairs. Here. Not my ideal state of affairs. Ugh. Ouch. There we go. Still on the camera. To the side. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's just get started. You'll be more than equal to this, Destiny. Catch a Bidoof, the first Pokemon species you need for your trial. Ow. Bit my cheek. This is Aspiration Hill. Look, a Bidoof. We're finding... Okay. Love how they make those noises. He may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here is what Captain Silene taught me. Focusing in the field. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon's attacks. Bidoof is a Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away from when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokeball fly, and you ought to be alright. Bidoof is actually really adorable. One Bidoof caught. Now oh my god. Now on we march. Catch a Starly, the second Pokemon species you need for your trial. Now Starly here, it's the type to run at the drop of a hat. But not to worry, crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. Crouching down. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into the tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. Can't dodge yet. And that's Starly caught too. I admit, I'm impressed so far. Catch Shinx, the third Pokemon species you need for your trial. I forgot to share another smidgen of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Silene's wise teachings, have an item at the ready but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item? Press X. Captain's a real expert on these things. Then once you've got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees, like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it'll bring back whatever it finds. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. There it is, Shinx. Cute. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Has a what? Don't worry about it. Just focus on the Pokemon around you. You'll figure it out quick enough. I like how I asked you what that means and you just say don't worry about it. That's helpful. Thanks, Ray. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. Take cues by focusing. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. An X icon will appear above a Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. But not to worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. You've got a few Pokemon of your own to use now, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it at a wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you learned in your battle with Volo. Get out there and make your last catch. Starting Pokemon battles. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you can see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon teams. Excuse me. Huh. Excuse me. Yes. Sorry about that. Wait, did you really? You really did. You did it. That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. Pardon me. You must have given Professor Laventon the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all of our escaped Pokemon, one after another. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial. Oh ho, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Destiny. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Smile. I've gotta admit, it's true, you've got real talent for this. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilite Village, eh? So she won't kick me out of the village. Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that. Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters. Can't wait to see the captain's reaction. Report to Captain Silene about how your trial went. And when I play games, I normally do read missions like that, just to make sure what I'm doing. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Yeah. You've passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. I get to wear bread on my feet. You've received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you're to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Yes, ma'am. Use the mirror in your quarters to change into your new Survey Corps uniform and sandals. Want to change your outfit? Yes. And to put on your Survey Corps uniform and Survey Corps sandals. Look at you in the Survey Corps uniform. Now it finally feels like you're one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decided to go ahead and get a uniform ready for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. How she gives that after the fact instead of when she gives you the uniform. Now present yourself to the commander. Report to Commander Kamado in his office on the 3rd floor of Galaxy Hall. I have been waiting for you. Looks like you were sleeping. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Destiny. Yes, sir. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. You've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Destiny, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. Excuse me. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer toward that goal of yours. To seek out every last Pokemon. Here, you will need this. You obtained a recipe for crafting Pokeballs. And 3,000 as well. You will have to buy the necessary materials. Ray, you are an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what she needs to know. Yes, ma'am, Captain. Get ready for a lesson in crafting. Crafting means making items from scratch. That's right, whatever you need in your survey work, you'll mostly make yourself. Some things you can buy at the general store, but it's good to try to be self-sufficient. This way we can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs we've crafted ourselves. But listen to me prattle on, let's go to the Craftworks so you can try it yourself. Visit the Craftworks to learn how to craft items. Well done earning a place in our team. My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. You received an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. Hey, this way to the Craftworks. this here's the craft works, and that there is the workbench. It's where you craft things. Pretty self-explanatory, right? When you step up to the workbench, I'll supply you materials, to make some Pokeballs. Call it a present to celebrate passing your trial. And as for the money the captain gave you, feel free to spend that however you like. Any recipes you get should tell you what materials you need to complete them. At the workbench, just choose what you want to make and get crafting. Go on, try it out. You can use the workbenches in Jubilife Village and the base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting items requires a recipe and the necessary materials. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my girl. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. Oh my gosh, excuse me. You received a Pokedex. Pokedex, a volume for compiling the collected results of much Pokemon research. Professor Laventon continually adds to it with each report made on a new Pokemon species. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. It'll take plenty of research tasks to help the professor complete the Pokedex. I've got to get going on those myself. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you are ready, my good Destiny. Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Accepting requests. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill their request, you may receive a nice reward. Head to the Obsidian Fieldlands and speak to Professor Laventon about research tasks. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yep. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you'll be able to select the Evolve option when viewing the Pokemon in your satchel. And so I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can. Yeah, I'll grab them for you. I know Shinx's ears had odd markings on the insides, but what were they? No use, I can't remember. This'll keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you catch a Shinx, could you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall. I can do that one right now. Got one of those Shinx to show me? Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. So cute. That's it. Its ears have that yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Okay. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Okay. There was a bone in your throat. I think you'd have more of a problem. Just saying. Oh, there's another one right here. You're that newcomer. Newcomer. Not newcomer. You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile that Pokedex book they're working on, right? While on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures. But when I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokedex the moment you've completed it. Okay, and oops, wrong button. I'm gonna do this. And go here real quick. Because I remember last I looked, one of the missions in this is to get the Pokemon from the beginning. Yeah, exactly. Starter Pokemon. There we go. I don't think I can yet, actually, now that I think about it. Because I don't have it in the pasture. Nope. Yep, I forgot. Never mind. So reload this up. Not bad. Okay. I think I can access the pastures. Can I? Pastures house the many Pokemon you catch. Collect them from here to change up your party. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I can do it real quick. Because I know I'll get it leveled up beforehand. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my girl. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for you to reference anytime. Research tasks. Research tasks are tasks you need to carry out to complete the Pokedex. Each Pokemon species has a different number and variety of research tasks. Press the down button to open your Pokedex, then check what kinds of research tasks are available for the Pokemon you've registered. When you've focused on a wild Pokemon in the field using the ZL button, you can also instantly check the research tasks for that species by pressing the down button to open your Pokedex right to that page. Some Pokemon have some unusual research tasks, so be sure to check them out. You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. Now there's one more nugget of wisdom I've got to share, Destiny. Wild Pokemon may attack you at any time. When they do, dodge like your life depends on it. Dodge? Look, just watch me, would you? Then you'll be able to copy what I do. Here I go. See? That's how you dodge. A timely dodge will keep you from getting hurt by the fierce attacks of wild Pokemon. And that's key if you'd rather not end up blacked out in some field like I did. When those shinks got me with Thundershock, I might have been done for if the security corps hadn't come and saved me. But hey, no need to worry, you've got me here to give you tips. I'll teach you plenty. Follow Ray to learn some tips for carrying out research tasks. Grit, get ready for some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with the ZL button, then press the down button to open the Pokedex. You'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. Did you see that your research tasks for Bidoof include one about how many you've caught? That's right, catching just one won't do it. You've got to get 2, then 4, then more and more. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. I'll go on ahead. Popcorn. I know I'm laying it on thick, but don't forget to open your Pokedex when you focus on a Pokemon to check your research tasks for it. Ew. Ouch. Excuse me. You just hold ZL and press down. Try checking your tasks for Starly next. Oh, that hurt my back and my head. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? You can get that done if you hide in some tall grass to catch him. Give it a try. I'll go wait for you up ahead. Come catch up once you've finished some tasks. Just never caught. Oh, okay, it is never caught without being spotted. Oh, bye. That's fine. Oh. Around here you can find a Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. That means it'll try to hit you with its moves, just like Shinx, and you'll need to battle it to catch it. The dangers of taking damage. If you take too much damage within a short time, you'll be in danger of blacking out. You can tell you're in danger when the edges of the screen turn red. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by a wild Pokemon. If you take further damage after the edges of the screen have turned red, you'll become overwhelmed and black out. And speaking of which, your research task for Weasel includes seeing it use a certain move. You gotta see the move in battle for it to count toward that task. So battling is extra key here. I'm going on ahead. Come catch up once you've checked off some of Weasel's tasks. Where's a Womble? Never seen that animation. Oh. You're doing pretty well for a mystery stranger from the sky. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. Crafting kit. A kit containing everything you might need for crafting, even when there is no workbench around. However, you can only use the materials you have in your satchel. You can select the crafting kit from the key items pocket in your satchel to craft items wherever and whenever you like. However, unlike at a workbench, you'll only be able to use the materials in your satchel and you won't be able to craft more items than your satchel can hold. And here's a recipe for potions too. You obtained a recipe for crafting potions. With a crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using whatever materials are in your satchel. So long as you've got an apricorn and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an oranberry and a medicinal leek, you can whip up a potion. So heal up your Pokemon whenever they need healing. Research going alright? You can see if you've got tasks ready to turn in on the Pokedex's cover. Once you've got some tasks good and done, go check in with Professor Lavington. See you soon. Report your research tasks to Professor Lavington and earn a sufficient number of Pokemon research points. I will after I get these. There we go. Oh, well. That's okay. Am I able to... Yeah, I can fast travel. Just tells you about it later. Okay, yep. Ho ho, if it isn't a crafting kit. You must have listened attentively to Ray's teachings. Excellent work, dear girl. This seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. Earn money for survey reports. You just sneeze. And it went away. When you submit survey reports, you'll receive money based on the level and number of Pokemon you've caught. You'll receive more money if you've fulfilled certain conditions, such as catching a species for the first time. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. Completing the Pokédex. By carrying out research tasks and submitting survey reports, you'll raise the research levels of the Pokemon species you encounter. If you raise a Pokemon's entry to level 10, that entry will be considered complete, and you will have unlocked all of the detailed information to be had about that species. As you carry out tasks and complete the Pokédex entries for different species, you'll also gain Pokemon research points, which you can view on the cover of your Pokédex. Once you earn a certain number of points, you'll be able to move up through the ranks of the Galaxy Expedition team. Not enough info. Oh yeah, one of the other things I like about this one is there's a few different varieties for the different Pokemon, even if they're the same kind. So like the female and male versions have differences, and I kind of like that. The male one looks like he's balding on the Starly. And if it's just the same one, the same kind of look for each, God, I can't speak. If it's the same look for both genders on a Pokemon, then it'll just say male, female on the one picture. Ah, not quite there yet, I'm afraid. You'll need to complete a few more research tasks before you're ready to go up a rank. I'd recommend you work your way through Bidoof and Starly's tasks first. Hang in there. Okay, to get more Tumblestone and Apricorns. I like that. Alrighty. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. Excuse me, sorry. My nose was super itchy. Alright, I will be right back. Walking makes different. Doesn't matter much if I don't have me. Jeez. Sorry. Oops. Hello. I like Cyndaquil. I like fire types usually, but I really like Cyndaquil. Plus his last evolution type version looks really cool in this one. More fond of the fire types, like Charizard and all of them. I've only ever really played like a few Pokemon games, but I picked up when I originally started playing. What's the name? I can't remember what it's called. Shiny Pearl, I think is the other one. Kind of like goes along with this game. I picked Chimchar. Was the fire type. And I really like the fire types. And the newest game, whenever I can get that sure if I was gonna get the fire type or if I was gonna get the grass because of it being a cat. That one I was really unsure on, and still kinda am. I don't remember what Noob said he would get if he played that one. Yeah, he looked cute. Can you hear me okay now, babe? See if I can figure that out. How do I sound now? I turned down the other two that I had originally turned up. Okay. I don't know, I might need to use a different streaming thing besides OBS because I have a problem with volume. Because like I'm having a hard time hearing the game. Like I can hear it, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. That's fine. I might just have to turn up the battle music then. Because like I can't adjust the volume for some reason. It doesn't work whenever I try and do it on OBS. That's why I said I think I might need to get something different. Can you hear me now? Does it sound okay? A game category? Right, I don't know what that means. Oh, there we go. I think I got it now. Gotcha. Yeah, I got that, I got it in there now. Does this make a difference? Is this too loud? I don't know if that made a difference what I did because I turned it up or tried to. It probably didn't make a difference, more than likely. Yeah. Why I can't. Trying to have my stream manager open, it's not working. I can't even see the chat on my phone. Only I can. Oops. I didn't see you there. I like how derpy Bidoof are. Oh my god, I forgot that was there. not here. I'm not here. The hell was that? No, 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 no. I guess that one disappeared. That is an Eevee. So I have seen an Eevee before. Oh my god. I wasn't going insane the other time. Huh. Whoa. Mime Jr. It was random, I guess? Huh. Interesting. Hopefully that didn't fuck anything up. Very tall and a very short weasel. again. If I hit it again, then it's gonna faint. Oh, come on. Okay, that is so oh. Turn around. Oh, you asshole. That is totally another Eevee. Yeah, I got 2 of them now. I thought I was going crazy one of the times I saw it. I didn't realize that I could catch them here. Oops. Oops. How's my voice been so far? I know I didn't talk a whole lot, but... Ah. Okay, some of my Pokédex things are complete. So. Okay. Bidoof. It's considered a plump mouse Pokemon. Bidoof has an unsophisticated face and is rarely flustered by anything. There have been incidents involving Bidoof sauntering into villages and gnawing on the houses without a single care. And then its female and male have different forms. The male has 2, 3, 5 of the little poofs on its tail, and then the female has one less on each side, so it's like 3 altogether? Yeah, 3. The Shinx shakes its body to generate electricity. Its stature belies its aggression. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Shakes its body to generate electricity. Its stature belies its... I think that's how that's said. Its aggression. One must be patient to tame this Pokemon. And then the Shinx. It's considered a flash Pokemon. But then it has the 2 different forms. The male has like more of a mohawk than the female does. Orpal still need more. Weasel, sea weasel Pokemon, moves freely in the water by spinning its forked tail for propulsion. Can you at least hear what I'm saying though? I'm just a little quieter than the game. The resemblance of the screw of a steamboat is coincidental. It doesn't show the different form in here, but its back has... It has 1 dot on the back, depending on its gender, and I can't remember which one, and then the other one has 2. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it, I guess, on how to fix that. Excuse me, or if I need to use something else other than OBS. There we go. Level up. Alright. You've made good progress on these research tasks, Destiny. I do believe you're ready to move up the ranks. Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Silene. It's time you earned yourself a star. I'll get it figured out. Wait. Change out my Pokemon first. They're both males. Now, got the different size weasels. Gotta go ahead and just move them into their own pasture. Now, I can easily just inspect them. 2'7". Oh, that is like right there. Okay. It's like 2'8" or something. Yeah. I thought I had it figured out originally. I knew I sounded a little quiet, but I know sometimes if I come back and if I back out of a window and then go back in, sometimes that messes with the sound too, so not sure if that's what it was too. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to the one guy there. Or talk to this lady. Special parcels arrived with your name on it. Oh, it's probably the stuff because of the other game. Yeah, modern jacket, modern trousers, modern shoes. If you have Shining Pearl or Brilliant Diamond, and you have the saved data, and you also have our Legends Arceus, and you get special clothing because of that. What a precious gift. Please take good care of such fine attire. A special parcel has arrived with your name on it. What's this one? You received a shaman fancy kimono and a pair of shaman fancy bottoms. Oh, what a precious gift. Please take care. Yeah. Another one? Oh. Pikachu Festival Mask and Eevee Festival Mask. I think that's it. Okay, yeah. Here at the clothier, you can purchase new clothing items such as kimonos or shoes. What can I help you with, hon? Oh, yeah. Ouch. Forgot I won't get the fancy kimono for Cyndaquil until I've gotten the Pokedex entry filled, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Wurmple, all right here. Have you got a Wurmple you could give me? I do. Mm-hmm. You really brought me one. You must be as good as the rumors say. I'd like to name this Wurmple right away. Now, I've been told a Wurmple will evolve into a Pokemon known as Beautifly, so I should give it a name with that in mind. This is a tough decision. Which of these do you like best? Beauticia, Beautifred, or Bugene? Beauticia, I guess. Yeah, I like Beauticia too. I guess that's decided then. I'll raise Beauticia to be a splendiferous Beautifly. Wait and see. made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition Team. Now use heavy balls. Pokemon of up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Have these as well. There are further recipes you'll need for crafting. You obtained a recipe for crafting heavy balls. You obtained a recipe for crafting revives. That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone, and proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. For today at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. Sakura, do you want out? I'm gonna let my cat out, hold on. Do you want out? What are you doing? Did you not want out? Are you just over here? Come here. I guess she didn't want out. My pretty girl. Okay. So, Destiny, my girl, I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Our usual order of potato mochi tastes even better than when there's something to celebrate. Hey, by the way, have you taken on that request Beauregard had? Well, most people here don't know much about Pokemon, you've noticed, right? So it's our job as the Survey Corps to take care of any issues that crop up because of that. We're basically Pokemon problem solvers. Indeed so. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be... Jesus Christ. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Ray? What's it all about? That one might be a better fit for Destiny than me. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off unless I get better at Pokemon battling first. Ah yes, that request came from May of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there is much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest. The next day. Hey Destiny, before I go meet May about that request, mind showing me how you do in battle? Sure. Great, I'll be at the training grounds. If you've been catching lots of Pokemon, you can change up your team at the pastures, just so you know. Thanks for taking a minute for me. I know your plate's full right now. I'm going to be straightforward with you about something. And that is, I don't understand how anyone can handle taking on Pokemon in battle. I know I'm a Survey Corps member and I've even got my own partner, but I just can't do it. You have a Pokemon? That's right. Take a look at my very own partner Pokemon. This is my Pikachu. During that Shinx attack, I should have had Pikachu fight at my side, but my mind just went blank. And really, when you get right down to it, Pokemon are terrifying, right? Why should this thing be able to fire electricity? But watching you at work completing those research tasks convinced me if I want to do my Survey Corps work well, my partner and I have to be a team. And our first step toward being a real team is to battle your team. Whoa, you seem so in sync with your Pokemon. That was amazing. The way you fight alongside your Pokemon, you don't seem one bit scared of battling. We'll just have to catch up as best we can, right, Pikachu? Ah, fair enough. Pikachu's got a bit of a tendency to attack, you see. That's why he normally stays in his ball. I guess the first step for Pikachu and me might be getting a little friendlier with one another. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have these things called types, which apparently make a big difference in how battles go. Pikachu here seems to be an electric type, for example. Both Pokemon type matchups. Both Pokemon and moves have types. The type matchup between a move and its target Pokemon determines how much damage is taken. Moves can be super effective, effective, not very effective, or completely ineffective. Here are some examples of type matchups. Fire-type moves are strong against Grass-type Pokemon. Grass-type moves are strong against Water-type Pokemon. Water-type moves are strong against Fire-type Pokemon. So you're the one. That new recruit everyone's talking about? The name's Zisu. Captain of the... I missed that. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. I wish I could have that outfit. That'd be a nice outfit. Captain Zizu's a master of an ancient martial art where you guide Pokemon in battle. Now listen, if your Pokemon's truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. This is actually the only other Pokemon I think that uses this, where they do strong style and agile style. I don't think any other Pokemon game does this. I could be wrong because I haven't played a whole lot of them, but it's the only one I've heard of. On the one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in the strong style. The move will deal more damage, but afterward, it'll take longer for your Pokemon to act. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash a move in the agile style. Such a move will have less power behind it, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterward. In truly favorable conditions, it might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can act. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course, regular moves. Choose which is right for a given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Agile style and strong style moves. Once your Pokemon has mastered a move, you can have it use the move in either the agile style or strong style by pressing the L or R button or the left or right button when selecting the move in battle. Sometimes your Pokemon will naturally master a move and unlock these extra styles simply by leveling up. Agile style reduces the power of the move, raises the user's action speed, and uses more PP than usual. Strong style boosts the power of the move, lowers the user's action speed, uses more PP than usual. Oh, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Well, that's certainly handy to find out about before going to tackle May's request. You remember I mentioned it earlier. I'm heading down now to see what about May's request. I'm supposed to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come along too. Get ready, then meet us down there, would you? And by ready, I mean double checking what Pokemon you'll bring and maybe even teaching them some new moves from Zisu. Go to the Obsidian Fieldlands to meet May of the Diamond Clan. Excuse me. Did I surprise you? I bet I did. I was trying to, anyway. Stranger danger. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see. It's what I call the secret backstrike technique. Hitting a Pokemon's back with your Pokeball will surprise it, making it easier to catch, or giving you an advantage once battle starts. Secret backstrike technique. Hit a wild Pokemon from behind for a higher chance of a successful catch or to gain an advantage when starting a battle. The secret technique is called a backstrike. If you're part of the Survey Corps now, working to create that Pokedex as they all are, you might end up meeting every last Pokemon here in Hisui. You should know I'm already looking forward to the day you accomplish that. Mushroom recipe. Oh, you're that girl from the Survey Corps who fell from the sky, aren't you? Listen here a moment. Listen here a moment. I need to tell you about this great cake lure recipe I invented. I call it the mushroom cake. I poured 20 years of mushroom foraging know-how into coming up with this recipe, and I just know it's a winner. Problem is, the folks around here just aren't catching on to my recipe's amazing potential. But you're the talk of the village. If people see you making my mushroom cakes, famous as you are, I'm sure they'll want to give it a go too. I'll teach you the recipe. All you have to do in return is spread the good word by using it. Oh, and you'll need to go get the key ingredient for the recipe yourself. Scrounge not from the forages of thy fellows, as the old saying goes. Once bringing mushrooms all you need, I'll be waiting. Okay, and then you over here. That marvelous rich tone. How is it produced? I must know. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Wait, you're from the Survey Corps? Wonderful, just the person I need. I want to learn more about Kricketot. You must be curious about them as well, right? I mean, how do they make those sounds of theirs? It's a musical mystery like no other. I'd be in your debt if you could complete Cricketot's page in your Pokedex and show it to me so we can uncover the truth. Okay. And investigated the Bidoof that. Oh, wait, that's not till later. Number of heavy specimens you caught. Number caught. Okay, that's almost done. Number defeated. Keep hitting the B button by accident. How many do I need to defeat? Pay attention. 1, 2, 4, 10, 15. Okay. Bidoof this way. It's that way to the left. There are many strong Pokemon that make their home on the other side of this bridge. Can't let you pass unless you're first. Oh, at your rank, you should be fine. Go on then. Don't let your guard down. Now retreat to safety if you find yourself in trouble. This here is destiny. My, a new face in the village. Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to be of help. I am one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me May. I suppose you might not even know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. But such talk can wait. Right now, I'd rather we get straight to the point. I have a problem that I need help solving, so the more important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle? I do. That's good to hear. That security corps of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. This here is my partner, Munchlax. We were raised together like siblings. He battles at my side by choice, without needing any silly little balls like you use. Watch it learn. You really aren't one of the usual galaxy buffoons if you could defeat my partner. Well fought, Munchlax. I'll take care of the Pokemon that battled for us. And I'll let you have these. You people make all kinds of things with your crafting, don't you? These should prove to be useful materials. You and your Pokemon fought well together. You practically acted as one with them. Rather like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories of to our children. I think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokemon causing trouble upon Deer Track Heights. It is a large, fearsome foe, like any alpha, but you'll come, won't you? To Deer Track Heights? Your ARC phone is beeping. Is that strange thingamy of yours telling you where to go? My, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions I keep hearing about? It certainly does seem to show the way to Deer Track Heights up ahead of us. I'll leave this bit to you. You shouldn't have any problem handling an alpha. Seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps, new one. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about Almighty Sinnoh? Almighty what now? I suppose this is to be expected. Allow me to sketch out the basics. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the very universe using its power over time's flow, and this land of Hisui was born in the process. It's by the grace of Almighty Sinnoh that Pokemon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the old tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokemon here today in Hisui with a connection to Almighty Sinnoh, and it is the duty of wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokemon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those honored few. It is directly descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me and you may understand. Make your way to Deer Track Heights, where an alpha Pokemon is causing trouble. Yeah, Wintox is kind of cute. Hello there, mind helping a guy out? I'm after some cherry berries. You know them? The shiny red ones? They grow on some of the trees around here, but I don't have any Pokemon that can reach them for me. That's where you come in, friend. Throw one of your Pokeballs at a berry tree, and your Pokemon will grab the berries for you. Be sure the Pokeball you throw has a Pokemon in it, mind. It'd be a shame to waste any empty ball. If you hand me 3 of the cherry berries you get, I'll tell you another handy tip. Oh, could you give me 3 of those cherry berries you have there? Thanks. Now then, here's that handy tip I was talking about. You can throw a berry near wild Pokemon to grab their attention and keep them distracted. Why not give it a try on some of the Cricketah around here? Oh, so even your professor decided to join us? Whew, thank goodness, I got here in time. As a Pokemon researcher, I could hardly miss out on a chance to observe an alpha now, could I? I suppose it is your business. Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. This is Deer Track Heights. This is where I've long come to pay tribute to a special Pokemon. A Pokemon descended from one of those ancients blessed by Almighty Sinnoh. That's not it. That's only a troublemaker here to disturb the peace with its bracket. And that's what you're here for, Destiny, to drive that interloper from this place. I'll ensure your Pokemon are ready for the battle. Upon my word, what a large specimen. Little wonder alpha Pokemon are feared across the land if they're all as oversized as this one. Exactly. They're not only big, though. They are strong and may know moves that others of their kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless, I believe you are stronger still than this alpha, so go show it that, beyond any mistaking. Be careful, Destiny. Size is a potent weapon in and of itself. No doubt this alpha is a powerful and hardy foe. If you must face it, make sure your Pokemon have some strong moves at their disposal. Alpha Pokemon. Pokemon whose eyes glow red are called Alpha Pokemon. Alpha Pokemon are larger than others and may know moves that are rare for their species. They appear to be very difficult to catch. Battle the Alpha Pokemon causing trouble upon Deer Track Heights. Action speed in battle. Press the Y button during battle to check the action order of all the Pokemon currently battling. This shows the order in which Pokemon will take their upcoming turns based on their action speed. The action speed of a Pokemon is based on its speed stat, but it can also be affected by certain moves and items. A Pokemon with a high action speed may be able to act multiple times in a row. Yeah, it is. You really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone best in alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the legendary hero of old. We best make sure your Pokemon are taken care of after facing up against such a foe. What in the world? It's the great wire deer. He looks upon you with kindness, Destiny. He looks more angry. I'd say the great wire deer has taken a liking to you. That is fortunate. He's an esteemed Pokemon that can dash across the expanses of history while bearing a human on his back, a human he deems worthy at least. He is a blessing to us all. Remarkable, truly outstanding stuff. A Pokemon letting someone ride on it. Why, it's just like the ride Pokemon of Alola. Professor, I take it things went smoothly? I'm here on Captain Silen's orders. She said we'd be able to set up a base camp here once Destiny took care of her request. Ah, about that. I know this was a joint decision by Adamant and the commander, but still, is it truly fine for us to set up more base camps like this? The Hisui region is a land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokemon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokemon, then I imagine you should also be allowed to use this land. The Great Wire Deer is taking a liking to Destiny as well. This is a good sign. You have my thanks for what you did today. Our clan leader will hear of how you aided us. I'll come to show my appreciation with the proper reward as soon as I can. While if we're to coexist and thrive with Pokemon, we'll need to know them better. And the first step towards that is completing the Pokédex. The construction corps should be here soon. They'll have our base camp pitched in no time. Here we have it, our new base camp upon Deertrek Heights. I'll call it the Heights Camp. From now on, when you set out from the village, you can ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your excursions directly from here. Having more base camps ought to make our survey work easier, huh? Well, that's that. How about we head to the Wallflower like usual? Cyndaquil, Fire Mouse Pokemon, hails from the Johto region. Though usually curled into a ball due to its timid disposition, it harbors tremendous firepower. Bidoof. Bidoof has an unsophisticated face. Oh wait, I think I already read that one. Yeah. Kricketot still needs someone, and Geodude, same thing. Okay. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, please, and make it for 3 today as well. Have you all heard the grave news? That frenzied cleaver from the rumors, it ended up mauling some of our galaxy folks who went out to investigate it this morning. The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. Ah, this is the cleaver that was reportedly struck by powerful lightning, yes. I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will, of course, step up to the task. A certain amount of danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure Destiny here can handle things just fine. But that Cleaver is said to be much, much stronger than even an alpha Pokemon, isn't he? Now, you forget that the strengths of Pokemon are key items of information that we of the Survey Corps are duty-bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. Rise and shine, Destiny. The boss wants you. Kamado, that is. Get yourself to the commander's office. Did you get a good rest? Look who's being punctual. Finally realized you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham. There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Ha, you could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it. Excuse me, are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of vast Hisui space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, O mighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me get lost, an Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl Clan and our world's very basis? You wish. I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you, Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamado's office. I believe it was you who started this. Just another day with those two, I see. That man's named Adaman. He's the leader of the Diamond Clan. They put a lot of importance on time, as you could probably tell. And the girl is Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. They're all about space. You heard what she called it, right? Our world's very basis. Whenever they run into each other, those same arguments flare up. Seems like they've inherited some bad blood from their predecessors, Strafe. Ah well, not our problem. But you'll have problems if you don't get yourself to the commander's office, Destiny. Alright, if a Pokemon starts eyeing me, I'll fling an Oran Berry, then run while it's distracted. If I just stick to the plan, I'll be fine. Oh, Survey Corps girl. I was just headed out to the Fieldlands to go gather tumblestones, but I haven't got as many Oran Berries as I'd like. Are you familiar with Oran Berries? They restore some HP to Pokemon that eat them, so as you might imagine, Pokemon tend to be very interested in them. You see where I'm going with this? Throwing Oran Berries is a great way to distract and avoid wild Pokemon. They're indispensable. With that in mind, could I trouble you to gather 5 Oran Berries for me? Okay, I already have enough. I'd feel a lot better having more Oran Berries. Would you be able to give me just 5 of them? Here you go. Handed over 5 Oran Berries. I gratefully accept. Gosh, I can't believe you went to the trouble of finding these just for me. Sure. Thank you. Gosh, you're nice for someone who fell out of the sky. Let's just tuck these away in my satchel. I won't let your kindness go to waste. Wish me luck with those tumblestones. Yeah. Actually forgot that they had like travel spots in the town as well. Listen here, Survey Corps kid. I saw the darndest thing. I was scouring the heartwood for crops we could grow in the fields here when I saw it. This Pokemon called Cherum changed its appearance before my very eyes. It was in the evening, the light was getting dim. All of a sudden, Cherum's petals closed right up so it looked like nothing but a little flower bud. Wow, I thought, I just witnessed the miracle of evolution. But the next morning when I went to check in on that Cherum, it was right back to full bloom. But why would it bloom just to close back up? Is that how evolution works, or was the change I saw something different? When you finish Cherum's Pokedex entry, let me have a look, would ya? Okay. There goes... Yeah, oh yeah, that's the Weasel one. Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I'll have a hard time believing it unless I see different sized ones lined up side by side. If there really are Weasel bigger than mine, I'd love to see them alongside the one I have for comparison's sake. And you're a natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you see where I'm going with this. If you catch a Weasel bigger than mine, would you let me have it? I'll make it worth your while. I don't know if I have one or not, but... check summary. 2523. Two, 2722. Okay, so now I don't have one yet. Seems a band of bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village and causing trouble. Talk to Sumugi from the security corps and see if you can help set things in order. Seems several people have spotted a Drifloon playing with one of the village children. Mickey from the security corps can tell you more. Speak with her and get to the bottom of this. What do you intend to do about that cleaver, Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of a mighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adaman. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleaver is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. I mean, you guys are basically there anyway. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honored nobles? I don't believe I said that. Thought it, maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Cleaver into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is the first as far as my clan knows, too. I see you've arrived. This is Destiny, the newest member of our survey corps. Aha, I hear from May you earned Wiredeer's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, just call me Adaman. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords, which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleaver before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Cleaver? This newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give the kid her chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I get to see how good you Galaxy folk really are with all your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Destiny. I order you to study Cleaver and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods Cleaver is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength, be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Join me downstairs, Destiny, and we'll cover the details of this new mission. Report to your captain in her office to learn more about your next mission. Ah, good, you're already here. Professor Laventon, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Destiny, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleaver's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, Cleaver is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleaver when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a fair trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Yep. Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the nobles' seats. Yeah, I guess she doesn't have eyebrows. I never really paid attention to that. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this Kleber. Destiny, we need to speak with you. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time, but Almighty Sinnoh's own power. I think that might have said by Almighty Sinnoh's power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask of you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Kleber, quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Kleber situation. Oh ho, you must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Kleber. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those of the Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Kleber. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've all got to share history, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Kleber at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know? He'll tell you all about his beloved Kleber, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. Wow, he just said his piece and then vanished. He must just value his time that much, I guess. Adaman and May weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Kleber, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Now that we've got the Heights camp, it should come in handy for getting to Grand Tree Arena. And don't forget to visit the pastures. Choosing your Pokemon team carefully makes a difference. Okay, and at that, I think I am going to stop for the night. I will pick this back up tomorrow around here, because I'll just go ahead and save at this spot. But I hope anyone who was watching enjoyed. I'm very tired. And I hope you will watch tomorrow. I will probably try and stream around the same time tomorrow. I think it was like around 5 when I started, like 5-ish. So 4 or 5, I would say, is around the time I'll start. So if anything, I will pick this back up tomorrow around that time. So thanks everybody who joined, and I will hopefully see everyone tomorrow. Goodbye.